What's up, guys? This is Snack. Welcome back to another Front Office Football 9 video. We are getting close to draft time here in our Saints series, our first off season. We just sort of restructured the roster, got rid of some old pieces. Alvin Kamara is gone. Taysom Hill is gone. Marshawn Lattimore's gone. So like a lot of those core Saints pieces from the previous legacy, or the previous not legacy, the previous I can't think of the word right now, but the previous Saints that you would think of when you think of the New Orleans Saints. We got rid of some of those players, just straight up cut them. And this is kind of what we're looking at right now. Still pretty strong in the secondary. Defensive line is decent, and linebackers need some work. Offensive line needs some work. Our skill players, we are desperate for skill players. We did re-sign Kendre Miller at the end of last year. He was in his contract year and had 1,400 yards and 9 touchdowns. Pretty solid player for us. So we locked him up on a 5-year deal, which, you know, he'll go about like 5 to 7 mil against the cap until 2028. So definitely building around him. And we have Derek Carr still here. He had an okay season. But I mean, like, averaging 6 yards per attempt in the Clint Kubiak West Coast offense. So we're moving to more of a balanced offense to see if we can open things up a little bit for him. Got to work on his receiving options, obviously. Yeah, so kind of just building this thing around Carr and Kendre Miller on offense. Seeing if we could get a better offensive line in front of them, and I am still trying to build this thing around the defense too. We did keep our head coach. Looking at our coaching staff here, we still have Dennis Allen, we still have Joe Woods, and then we added Lucas Luttrell, new offensive coordinator, and Daquan Borg at assistant coach, who will be probably our defensive play caller. So yeah, let's get back into it here. We are good with our own free agency, and I'm not even going to look at the free agents right now because we are, I don't know why I went to this screen, but salary cap right now, we are the only team that is 2 mil over the cap right now. So the only team that's over the cap, we're 2 mil over. So we're going to have to figure something out. We don't have to figure it out right now necessarily. But we can't really add anybody. We got just enough for our draft picks, and then we'll probably be over the cap a bit after that. And we're gonna have to sign some guys to fill in some gaps of the roster here. So there's still some things to do. Yeah, we'll get a little crafty, but the Saints, you know, they kind of said screw the future is kind of how they built this thing, and whatever. Here we go. So we're doing this thing. It's fine. Let's just sim this until free agency ends, because I think we're kind of capped out on what we can do unless we trade somebody. Let's get the 5th-year extension day. And we have some decisions to make here. Oh boy. We could extend the rookie contracts for Olave and Penning here. With Olave, it would cost 25 mil. Penning, it would cost about 23 mil. Looking at where this roster is at right now. Let's take a look at Penning first. It looks like Ramzik's still going to be our guy. He's 30. He's getting up there. But I don't think Penning is worth that. I don't know what he's going to cost, but I don't think extending him for 20 something mil when he's not even a starter for us is the move. So that one's a no for me. Olave, on the other hand, caught 82 balls for 800 yards and 2 touchdowns last year. That is such a Chris Olave line. 141 targets, 29% target rate. So he kind of made the passing offense go a little bit. How much is that going to change this year? I'm not sure. Um, he was 11th pick. And he is probably our second best skill player right now until we hit the draft. Is he worth the 25 mil for 49 overall player? I don't think so. Does he get better though in Cottrell's system? Maybe. He's only 24 years old. Um how much would he cost if he were on the open market right now? I don't know. How much is Rashid Shaheed gonna cost? I don't know. Because both those guys had about 800 yards. And Olave has a neutral chemistry with Carr. It's a tough decision. I really don't know. 25 mil for this guy. I think we have to maybe look at our salary cap reports. Um, is there a way we can look at like future cap? Wait. Didn't mean that. Yeah, I'd like to see where financial info possibly. This is the same thing. Hmm. I think they're lacking like a multi-year. I think they're lacking like a multi-year view on salary, but that's okay. For now, I think we'll just rock with this. We're gonna need to hit the draft for a receiver, anyways. I'm pretty sure. Olave, he's so fast. Route. Why is the route running so bad? That's what's weird. So even if we pay him, then it's like, we're kind of not really committing to it. Yeah. And all right, where are we at here as far as let's look at least our contracts coming up next. And we have Matthews coming off the books for 7 mil. all the way down to here. Hmm. Yeah, most of our bigger contracts are due up in 2027. Derek Carr, Ramzik, and then a couple in 28. But we have a lot of dead cap this year. I think, you know what? I do think Olave in this scenario is kind of the quintessential fifth year option guy because, like, he could end up still being really good. And I don't want to. I think having one more year to seek that out, he makes 25 mil, and then we could figure it out from there. I'm trying to think this through here. Definitely not Penning. But Olave, I think there's still a ceiling to be untapped there, and he's still really strong in all the attributes that we want him to be strong at. I think having one more year to figure out where he's at on top of this year is the thing to do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to extend his deal. Okay. Draft prep day. I don't know if I really need a draft prep day. I think let's just get into it here. All right. I'm probably, for the most part, just going to stay at home and pick where we are due up. All right, so now we're up here, New Orleans. All right, first draft pick as GM of the Saints. So we do. I mean, we could go a number of ways with this. Staff suggests Caleb Bryant. He's at the top here. I think it's like important first to see 60 scouting for Dennis Allen, 30 scouting for Latrell, 100 scouting for Joe Woods. So we have some pretty good defensive scouts. Of course, I want to draft a receiver, but I mean, 3-4 D end is his fit. And we play a 4-3. Right now, he's a D end. Caleb Bryant. And where are we at with D end right now? Yeah, I mean, we're certainly like we need something there. Borg is a defensive line guy. Let's take a look at what else he's got here. So he's more of a 3-4 D end. He's gonna have to play in a 4-3. So pass rush strength, technique, run defense, all up there. Defensive diagnosis, okay. Underrated in the interview. Very high leadership, very strong personality, very high loyalty. Didn't show at the combine, but he's a smart guy. Scored well on his soul seismic test. Other potential options. I mean, we do. A lot of these guys are 3-4 stuff. 3-4. We got a right tackle here. Who was okay. I am kind of willing to go with my staff on this one. There's a receiver here, though, with crazy shuttle times. Owen Aarons. Look at these. The shuttle and agility drill times are crazy. High leadership, very strong personality. He looks really good. Not a great route runner, but extremely fast. He's about 6'2", 197. Yeah, I mean he looks like a freak as far as like speed goes. So that's definitely one that I'm looking at too. I know still a lot of DNs on the board. I kind of want to take this Owen Aarons here. Skill players. Played for Oregon. Hard to read. Tough decision. I think I'm gonna go with Caleb Bryan here. It seems like the safer choice. It's what the staff wants, and I trust my staff on this. I'm gonna go with Bryant. All right. And I'm not gonna look at overalls until after the draft. All right, we are now in round 2 here. Where'd Owen Aarons go? I'm interested. Has he not gone yet? Oh, he went like right after us. I think he's gonna be really good. Kind of a freak. Okay. That's fine though. Wait. Yeah, all right. Pick 23 here. Okay. So they want us to take this corner, Jacob's son. Underrated. Okay, in his interview. Pretty quick. Pretty good jumper. Not super fast. Good at intercepting. Doesn't look too great in coverage. A good run defender. Like an aggressive player maybe, but not sure I'm super thrilled about that. 5.5. I wonder if we can get him in the next round too. There's this 4-3 strong linebacker here with a crazy bench rep. And he's fast. This guy kind of looks like a freak, honestly. Really smart tackle, left tackle. But kind of weak in the other parts of the combine here. Jorge Azell showed out at the combine. Crazy strength. It's a 4-3 strong linebacker, and we do have a need for that. We have a bunch of weak linebackers. I'm kind of interested in this Jorge Azell right here. Jesse Wagner. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this Zell right here. All right. Where are we at here? Day 2 finished out. 3. All right, so we're already up here again. One thing, so we took a defensive lineman early. I think we need to take an offensive lineman. I think we need to take a receiver. Maybe a tight end. A few quarterbacks up here at the top. Which Derek Carr we got a couple more years with. So, and we have Spencer Rattler in the building. So there are some things in place. This guy had a crazy broad jump. He's 5'10". And he's smart. Okay. That's a receiver. Got a tackle here who did pretty well in the combine. Good blocking strength, but technique isn't really there. Okay. Didn't really score well with the reps, though. Oh, this guy did. Oh, whoops. LJ Hanks, so he'd make a good left tackle. We got some DNs, we got some running backs. Staff wants us to take Herman Furry to 5.3. Okay. Strong. Seems to be pretty solid. The diagnosis isn't there, but I mean, that can always... That's an IQ thing. I like that he's there with the combine stuff at least. It's like speed. He's kind of average for the most part, but do need some cornerbacks too. I'm down with Herman. We could take Herman. All right. 4th round here. Looks like we are due up 23rd pick. Some quarterbacks floating to the top here. Got a D tackle, was more of a D end. Some running backs, got a linebacker, right tackle here. We want this guard, Scott Moskowitz. He's at the top of the board for the guards here. Okay, scored pretty well. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Be more interested in this smart guy here. Especially if the technique isn't there, you can learn that. He did really well in a few aspects here. He's not super strong though. 22 on the bench. I think I like Cullen Bittner a little bit more. There are some running backs here as well that looked. I was looking at this Harvey guy. Recognition strong, elusiveness. It's okay. These are probably two of the faster guys left here. Wide receivers, anything? This guy pretty decent. He's almost 6'1", 197. Ran a 4.5. Fairly smart. Keon Stang is a little bit interesting to me, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna draft this Keon Stang right here. Let's do that. Okay. We're on 5 here. Okay. Still a lot of these tackles up here. Cullen Bittner went. That was the guard we were looking at, right? Yeah. Not a lot of good guards left. They wanted us to get a guard. Still a lot of tackles left. Still some DNs. I think we should grab an offensive lineman. Probably a tackle. These guys both crush the reps. Harvey still here. This is one of the running backs I was looking at too. Justin Ramirez. Okay. Harvey. Decent player. Ben Coulter. Says the strength isn't there though, even though he put up 35 reps. Hmm. I think I like this Ramirez guy. 40 reps is crazy. And he's like kind of fast too. Thirty reps here. This guy's pretty nimble. I mean, that's... kind of like this Preston actually. Rock with that. All right, now we're in round 6 here, right? Yeah. Okay. Our guy Harvey, running back, left the board here. Any running backs with some speed left? Miles Snell here. It's kind of slower as far as quickness goes. This guy JC Sprankle though. He's got a little juice to him. Not a great receiver. He's just kind of fast. That's really it. Good return guy. You got this 4-4 Jermaine Selmans down here. Yeah. We could probably like use a stronger guy as well. These guys all kind of crush the reps a little bit. He's got a little speed to him here too, just a little bit. Brian Simon. Strength, elusiveness, blitz pickup. That's possible. Oops. Meant to see. So we just took round 5. We took that tackle. Okay. So I think like running back. Running back, maybe guard. Running back, guard, middle linebacker. Yeah. Let's look at inside linebackers right now. There's a couple left here. We're looking at like a 4-3 middle here. Sheldon. Not a great combine. A couple other 4-3. There's a 4-3 middle here. RJ Carter, pretty good combine actually. Smart kid. His stuff isn't really there. He's a good run defender. 4-3 strong here. Pretty good in zone defense, man to man, and he's a good run defender. Good and a smart player as well. I kind of like this Broderick Denton actually. Okay, I know that's not a middle linebacker or nothing, but all right. And now, oh wait. All right, 7th round here. Let's take a look back at running back again here. I think there's something to be had here. There's some smart players here. This guy's pretty strong. Some quick players up here. Jermaine. This guy did score pretty well on like the quickness stuff, decent Soulsmic test. Almost 6. Yeah, he's like almost 6'1". 230. Could be a little banger. Little change up, a little pitch change to Kendre Miller. I don't mind that. Okay, cool. And I think that's it for our draft. All right. So there's our draft. I mean, let's just take a look and see what we managed to grab here. Caleb Bryant looks like a hit. First rounder. 61 overall with potential to be an 80. That's pretty good. Jorge Azell. That's strong. He looks like a good depth piece and potentially a starter someday. Herman Furry at corner. Be a solid depth guy. Keon Stang at receiver. Could grow into something. Preston. A little bit of a project, but decent. Broderick Denton. I like this draft. I think we did pretty well. Caleb Bryant looks like a hit. Glad we stuck with the guns there. I think that turned out pretty well. I am curious. I was torn on Owen Aarons. Oh, he didn't turn out that well. He could still be something though. This is always an imperfect process, but I think we made the right choice. We stuck with chalk, top of the board. Okay. And now, real quick. All right, so yeah, we're over the cap here. So I think we have 2 mil right now, but yeah, it's estimating we're 2 over because we're still a handful of players short. And I think to make any moves from here, we're gonna have to open up some space so that we can sign some guys, some undrafted free agents possibly. I think looking at that. So Caleb Bryant, left end. We got a left end here in Granderson as well. Possibly move him to right end. That's fine. Couple left tackles here. Possibly a Kalen Saunders move. But where's our run defense at? Is it Granderson? Yeah. Granderson. Yeah, I think like to open up some space, possibly moving Saunders. He's due up this year anyway. Let's see if there's possibly a move for Saunders in here. Okay, Cleveland's really interested. And they'd essentially give us back a 4th and a 5th, and we'd be giving them a 4th anyway. For a 61 overall guy, Saunders is what? 28. It's gonna cost us 10 mil or so. Yeah, we kind of talked about this, right? It's either Saunders or it's Ridgeway. Ridgeway's 25. And we kind of just need to open up some space. Let's look at Cincy, Dallas, New England, see if they have anything they want to offer that's better. Kind of the same. Cincy, Dallas, and New England. Maybe Buffalo. Just move up around. Versus what Cleveland was going to give us, right? Which is get 2 picks for next year. So it's either that. Nothing for Tyrann Mathieu. We have to sign Taylor to a deal. These are all of our 2026. Foster Moreau. Oh, God. Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, I think this has got to happen. For the 4th and the 5th in this next year. Yeah, let's do that. So we open up some space, and now we are looking at okay. So we got 6 mil in cap room now. Um roster definitely fell off a little bit here. D-line. I feel like I wonder if this 33 is because we're just like missing some depth pieces and stuff. So let's see. So this is like late free agency here. We really just have room for I'm gonna sign some like oh wow, look, okay, these are all punters and stuff. All right. Some good punters. Uh Fullback, running back here, Ken Blythe. Let's get future value here too. This fullback looks real good. We do need a fullback. This tackle has some pretty good potential. It's running back Francisco Lucas. He could be really good. There's 2. A D end. A center. DND tackle. We probably could use both, honestly. The end. Tackle. Got a corner down here. We definitely need some corners. This quarterback. Another running back here, running back, quarterback, quarterback. Couple tackles. We need tight end action here. Um, looking at some guys we could potentially open up space with. Got a bunch of 2026s here. These two I'm still undecided on, Shaheed and Moreau. They both had pretty decent seasons, but we could save and potentially get some looks at other guys. Hmm. Let's see. Do we have... There's a tight end here, Quentin Drown. Probably need one anyway. Where are we still lacking? All right, so we have three quarterbacks, we have three running backs. We just offered to a fullback. We offered to a tight end. Have some receiver stuff going on. Center we offered to. Could probably use a guard. Ramzik, man. Is there any chance to trade Ramzik right now? I just feel like this dude's gonna fall off at some point, and one of our other guys is gonna come up, and it's just yeah. And it just seems like the right time to get rid of. I don't know. We definitely need a little D tackle action, which we did. We put one out there. Middle linebacker is young right now. Our outside guys. Corner, we did put one out there, but we could probably use another. We got a lot of safeties going on here. Hmm. We'll have to figure that out too. Okay. So we have 53 players now. We have 4 mil in space. So we got this DN, we got the D tackle. Cool. Decision pending still for these guys. quarterback went to Detroit. That's fine. Tight end went to Philly. Ugh. Got the running back. Got the center. That's good. We need a tight end. Yeah, we need a tight end. We need a corner. We have 2 mil, so we can sign like 3 more guys. Okay. This fullback. It's pretty good. This corner. See how we already offered him. Gregory Schmitz. Maybe this Jamal Whiten as well. Okay. Okay. They got the fullback. They got this corner. We got this corner and this tight end. Okay. And that puts us at 1 mil. Could sign one more guy. And I think we only have 4 corners right now. We probably should sign one more corner. Yeah, I think one more corner would be good. Just from a depth standpoint. Let's see. Okay. Cool. All right. All right, that's our roster right there. All right. So that's our roster. We still got guys on here that are free agents or whatever. Okay. Still got them on here. Okay. Keon Stang's moving up a little bit. Okay. Just looking at how some of our rookies are coming along here. Okay. Cool, man. I think that's pretty good for now. I'll stop the video here. Looking forward to seeing where this goes. No power ratings yet, but rosters. We're down here, 87 range. They're still rating our defensive line pretty poorly. Secondary as well is like okay. Receiving, obviously, we know that, but interested why they have our defensive line as poor. I think our defensive line is actually okay. Maybe that's just compared to the rest of the league. Maybe we're just not quite there. But we have a potential blue chip here in this Caleb Bryant that we drafted. Yeah, I'm interested to see where some of this goes. We absolutely got a lot younger. We were up in like the 26 range to start, or like during last season, and now we are the youngest team in the league as of right now. So, yeah, that's we definitely turned over the roster quite a bit. I'm interested to see where this goes this year, man. See, we put a lot of touch into this, and a lot of changes have been made, so I don't know. It could be a little bit of a rocky season, but I'm interested to see how this goes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.